legions to command. I have told you, my children, that all that I have is yours, and you have not understood my words, nor comprehended the power contained in them. Draw near to me, that I might unveil to you the mystery of my words, and show you how to use intelligence. Oh my gosh. In intelligence, the powers I have bestowed upon you, you, my children, now comprehend that there are forces or powers invisible to your mortal eyes, which have been explained quite thoroughly in the great handbook of life. Ye are gods. These forces or powers, though unseen, are as real as anything which can be registered upon the five senses you possess. Know this: hate, love, wind, lightning, cosmic rays, perfume, music, and despair are all realities, and their own forces are generated and massed together as living entities, subjects to your command, or to command. Some of those forces named above have been a marvel to thinking beings since time began. Yet never have they been understood. Nevertheless, the forces which are scarcely recognized are often more powerful than those that have continued to challenge men's thoughts. Okay, so are often more powerful than those that have continued to challenge men's thoughts since the day that time began. It is my word, and my word to man cannot be broken, that all things were to be subjected unto you, and that you should subdue the earth and all the forces thereof, to comprehend the powers behind the wind, to be able to stop the rain, or to bring it forth, or to use the powers which I planted in your own souls. You must begin to comprehend first the powers of creation contained within yourselves, and bring them into subjection to your wills. These forces which are released from within you, my children, in your ignorance and wrath, or in love and tenderness of soul, are living entities endowed with powers unspeakable. The entities of love, kindliness, compassion, and forgiveness lend themselves naturally to obey the laws of the universe and the will of God, and bringing to you automatically your good. The evil forces you have released have often become your masters, and you who created them have been but their defiled breeding ground, as they have triumphed over you in torturous tyranny. Yeah, and the forces which you have created have. What are you doing? Hi, say hi.
Hi.
You have been carried your wills and your woes. If your woes have predominated, it is because you have not been aware of the caliber nor of the powers you have released by your own rebellious where am I? Rebellious, angry, hate-filled thoughts, your secret lusts, your jealousies and fears. The great forces which have ruled your lives have been released from your own beings, and are composed of living entities conceived by your own thoughts. As they have mingled with your emotions, where these two meet, thought and emotion vibrating together, the very powers of creations are released, and those vibrations which are thus released are actually living entities endowed with power and intelligence. And to these entities of your own creation belong the powers of fulfillment. They are sired by the energy of your own thoughts, and conceive in quivering embrace of your emotions. Their mother emotion is energy in motion. Energy is never static, it is always expressed in motion. The thought and motion are two creative forces, the male and female principle, which, when set in motion, I love you, within,
I'm gonna come back
okay, within you become united and are parents of the forces which are so dynamic and powerful that they have been redeemers and enslavers of the human race. When the thinking powers of nations and people have been degenerated into lust and greed and evil desires, those nations and people have decreed their own downfall and have themselves fulfilled it. These forces or entities, which are thus conceived and born from the womb of man, the woe man, are brought forth according to the thoughts which sired them and the emotions which conceived them in her womb, and brought them forth as living entities. Bad thoughts, it's like a salty melon. Bad thought place or thing. Yeah. Bad thoughts can never set in motion good actions or reactions, nor can they produce entities of health, prosperity, and eternal powers of progress, happiness, and well-being. Oh, it's a happiness, right? It's a warm gun. Neither can good thoughts and emotions produce evil results. Grapes do not grow on thistles, nor figs on thorns. Each seed or thought produces after its own kind, and the power of its bringing forth is the energy of feeling set in motion, as it is conception. It may be that they are but weak and insipid entities you are creating, and they will but return to weigh you down with a continual tiredness as they ride upon your shoulders, such as insipid, whining entities turn their creators into neurotic, self-pitying individuals. If behind such sired legions there is great force, they will hold within their hands the fury of their birth. If they are evil, they will return in deadlier ways and with the powers of your destruction in their grasp. These entities come forth with the intensity and power by which they were created, and you are the sire, and you are their mother, and they are yours. Now, that within you, in the power of your production and the power to fulfill the fertility of the seed, as your own emotions, mother, the sperm, your thoughts bring forth. With this knowledge comes a responsibility such as you have never before known. Yeah, from henceforth, you will be held completely accountable for every thought, not just your idle thoughts, which have always had the power to judge you. For it is in your own thoughts which have condemned you to mediocrity or lifted you to the unbarred ways of infinite success and boundless achievement. Yeah, in this new dawning, greater responsibilities will be henceforth placed upon your shoulders, for your graduation from the old earth ways is now at hand. The new advanced school is opened for your learning as new realms open up their majestic opportunities in higher realms. Every endeavor brings forth the full results. You, my children, who are permitted to have a part in the new age of dawning and light. Sorry. I don't know. I think your hearts, you will automatically have the hardness melted, and the great overflowing of healing divine love will pour through you to heal and bless and purify yourselves and your conditions. Unit. Well, make sure it's working so it doesn't get good signal.